Why, hello everyone. Today, Smooth Brain here. I'm going to be showing you some new makeup and some old makeup as you get ready with me. So, hang on to your horses. I'm going to go ahead and let you know that we're going to be in for a treat because I have a whole bunch of new stuff as well as two tried and true palettes, two of my most favorite ones. So, let's get to work. So first of all, I have a ton of different lip products here. I have 3 from Lawless, and they were in a kit called Lawless the Daisy Darlings Mini Trio. And they're in the colors Perish, Butterfly, and Velvet. So we may use one of these. If not, I will be swatching them separately. I also have some glosses from Fenty Beauty. She has the best glosses. So I did get this really viral one, the Miss Jellyfish, I think it's called. Let me double check that. Miss Jellyfish, yes, which is a purple glimmery gloss. And I got the ice gloss in the color Melon Chills. And it's like an orangey color, but this is supposed to cool and plump your lips. I also have one color from MAC. It's a very neutral color. This is a regular lipstick. I think it's their matte cushion or matte something. Oh, it's a Maximal Sleek satin lipstick in the color Sitting Pretty. And I have a few blushes. So I have a cream blush from ABH. This is in the color Baby Fine, which I'm assuming is like this light pink color here. And then we also have, what is this? We have 3 blushes from Kosas from the Flush Life Trio. So it comes in the colors Euphoria, a cool pinky mauve, Dare, which is a warm peachy rose exclusive to this kit, and Spellbound, which is also exclusive, which is a cool soft burgundy. And I'll show you those. So I'm assuming this is the peachy one, Dare. That's actually Euphoria, the mauve one. So that's Euphoria, the mauve one. This is Spellbound, the soft burgundy. That's a pretty color. I like that one. And this is Dare, which is the warm peachy rose. So we have those 3 to play with. We'll pick one of those for a blush between those 4 things. I have some new eyebrow tamer because you know my eyebrows go a little crazy. I also got a small thing of the Hydro Grip serum from Milk Makeup. I don't know where the cap went. I already lost the cap. That's crazy. And I have a little trial set here, and I want to try this before the Sephora sale because I really love Danessa Myricks products, and I want to try her Serum Sisters Yummy Skin. So there's a glow serum here on this side, and there's also several different colors of the Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint. And I think I'm going to be this color here, number 4. 2 is probably too light for me, and 6 is probably too dark. That might work in the summer, but certainly not now that I've instantly lost my tan. So, what are you going to put on your eyes, Smooth Brain? Well, I have 2 palettes, like I said, that I've had for a while now, and both of them, I'm so happy, are back in stock. One is at Adept Cosmetics, the Heather Austin palette, and I've met Heather in real life, and she's a doll. I love her. She's so cool. And I'll link all of her information below. But this is the palette. Look at those really pretty grungy fall type colors. This is an awesome fall palette. I think I told her it's my favorite palette so far of all time, which is a hard thing to choose, right? I mean, this is just gorgeous. And the shimmers in it are amazing. And then we have another one that I really love from Oden's eye. Oden lost one of his eyes. He's the Norse king of the gods. And this palette is the Hela palette, and it's a collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist, who just released some new products at her Singe Beauty as well. And this is back in stock because it's called the Halloween palette. It's a Halloween palette, and it's beautiful. Wait till you see this. So first of all, look at the picture on the front of this. This is so amazing. So Hela has some pet wolves, I believe, and they're on the front. But also, this is a picture of Angelica. That's what she actually looks like. Not the skeleton side, obviously. But she looks as beautiful as the drawing on the picture there. And they have her dressed up like the goddess Hel. And Hela is the god of hell in the Norse underworld, and she reigns over that domain. Girl power. What do you say? She has a pet snake too, I guess. Here's what it looks like. Look at those colors. Again, some really nice grungy ones, but she also has a pink row in there that really pops. So I'm going to have to try some of these out and see what we like. Okay. Should we swatch the palettes? I think we should swatch them. First of all, my wrist has some staining on it from Batty Bean's palette. Those colors are so deep and dark. So just be aware if you do order Batty Bean's palette that it has some really darks on it. So first I'm going to do Heather Austin's palette, and I'm going to do all the mattes first and then all the shimmers. So we have the color Magnolia, which is a deep forest green, and the color Mythology, which is like a grungy chartreuse. Then we have the color PaO2 and the color Atlas. Sorry, my dog is making some noise in the background there, which is a beautiful like clay color. Look at those colors, so pretty. You might hear my husband walking around as well because we have squeaky floors in this house. That's the first four colors. Look at them. They're really nice. Those mats are buttery still, even though this palette is old, and they just have a lot of pigment to them. Okay, now let's get into the shimmers because Adept knows how to make a really good shimmer. So the first color is called Video Chat, which is a beautiful orange, and it has a gold reflect. We have Passport, because she likes to travel, I guess. That's how I met her on a trip to Greece with that was sponsored by Angelica Nyqvist. And then So Excited, which reminds me of that episode from Saved by the Bell, which comes across really funny even though it's a serious topic. I'm sorry if I'm laughing. And then the next shimmer is called 0603, which I believe she said is someone's birthday in her household. It might be hers, it might be her son's. Look at how pretty those are. Let's swatch them. Ooh. These are so pretty. That's what the next four look like. And I'll show you all of them once I'm done swatching everything as well. So the next color is called Scrubs because our Heather works in the medical profession. Also, just to let you guys know, I have a weird connection with her because we're both named Heather. And there's a third Heather that went on the trip with us. It was the trip of Heathers, Heather Eglin. And I'll actually link her channel below too, because she does a lot of reviews as well, and you might like her. And then there's the color Hey Y'all, because that's how she starts all her videos, which is a very pretty mauve color. And there's a really piecey, flaky color called Austin. And then there's a color called Smith, which is like a green gold. By the way, my son's name is Austin, so I just feel really oddly connected to her just from these weird coincidences that we share. Okay. So this purple scrubs is a duochrome that goes blue to purple. I love this color, Hey Y'all. It's like that mauve color, mauve brown. And then the really flaky one that you can, I'm just going to do a whole line of this because there's so much. It's so pretty. It's a really nice silver. And then we have the green gold. So that's what they all look like. Now I'm going to show it to you close up. Look at those colors. I mean, this one flips from green to gold to like a light lavender. This one's really pretty. I love that one. They're all really pretty. I mean, this is a great palette. So that is the Heather Austin by Adept Cosmetics palette. Let's look at the Hela palette next. The Hela palette is also gorgeous. Let me wipe off my hand. So the Hela palette is also really gorgeous. It's a little bit brighter and less grungy than the Heather Austin palette, so I'm not going to try and match them or make them battle or anything. I will do a battle coming up soon, but I haven't done one in a while. And this palette can really be used in spring or fall or even winter because it has some really dark things out the bottom. The first color is called Rebirth, which is a beautiful pale yellow. I love yellow, it's my favorite color. Then we have a lime green, which is called, I need my magnifying glass, Fluorescence, and it is very fluorescent. We have a grungy green, again like a almost chartreuse color, called Underworld. And then we have a dark brown called Decay. Look at those four. Boop, boop, boop. So let's swatch those. Oh, that yellow's so pretty. And the first four you can see there. Actually, it's really hard to see them unless I get in front of the camera. So we'll swatch them all out and then I'll show you everything. I'm going to swatch them on the top here. So that's those four. Then we have the color Golden Bride. Oh, sorry. Then we have the color Golden Bridge, which is like a greeny gold. We have a swampy green called, oh, I can't even read that one. It's like worn away. Moss. Moss is a lovely color. We have another color that's a very bright spring green shimmer called Venom. And it is like really chromy. And then we have the color Ouroboros, which is the snake that eats his tail. So if you've ever seen a symbol of a snake eating its own tail, that's an Ouroboros. It's a really cool kind of concept. It represents infinity. It's just another way of thinking about it, beginning and the end are the same. There is a very pretty tannish color called Wolf. A very pretty like peony pink called, need this again, Hela. And then there's a peachy color shimmer called, oh that's pretty, Hellfire. And a rosy bright pink called Goddess. There's those. And the greens and the pinks go really well together. I love green and pink together. It's always a nice combination. I do really like that peach color, and I have not played with that as much as I wanted to. So maybe we'll play with that today. Then we have the last 4 colors, 3 shimmers and 1 more matte. This has a total of 8 mattes and 7 shimmers. Is that right? Yeah. Wait. That's not right. 9 mattes and 7 shimmers. So this is a 16 pan. Okay, this one has a lot different texture. It is called double-sided. Then, and that's kind of like to represent Hela on the front of the box. She has 2 sides, her dead side and her beautiful side. Not that being dead isn't beautiful in a way, but okay, I'm weird. River, which is a like dark purpley color with a really light reflect on it. A dark, deep chocolate brown called Soot. And then a dark, sparkly black, that's pretty too, called Complete. Complete. Again, that feeling of endless or the Ouroboros or infinity, very nice. So let's finish swatching those. Yeah, that dark color with the purple reflect is really pretty. And the soot color is pretty too. It's an actual soot. So there's all those colors. It's hard to do this. I apologize. I'm not the best swatcher in the world, but at least you can see the colors. So let's come in a little closer so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. I'm going to do the full face today, so we're going to start off with some of this Yummy Skin Serum Sisters. We're going to use number 2. So I don't know exactly how these work. Oh, you can tear it out like this. And what I'll do is, you can get a couple uses out of this if you mix the really light one with the really dark one. Or not the really dark one, but the really light one with the one, like use the 2 that are too light and too dark and mix them together, and then you can get a couple more uses out of these samples. Put this on, and I'm going to put like dots on my face and then use a brush to blend it in. You could also use a very dampened sponge. I do like using sponges a lot, but I've been using a brush lately and I really enjoyed that. So, okay, it's very thin. And don't forget your neck. Let's see how this works. Yeah, it's nice and thin. I really like how thin this is. It's a light coverage. And it is going on like butter. It's a good color. And I just like to go over my nose a little bit extra because I have all those like pores in my nose like every other person that you know. And, you know, TikTok would like you to believe that people don't have pores on their skin and that it's perfect all the time. But nope, that's not true. I have capillaries on my cheek, near my nose. I have a couple sunspots. You know, I'm 57 years old. That's what happens when you get old. You get a little wrinkled. You get a little sunspotty. But guess what? I still think I'm beautiful, and that's all that matters. So we did that. Now let's use a blush. So for this, I think I'm going to use this Dare blush here. And I'll just use, I really like these two-tone brushes for picking up blush. Sometimes it will pick it up too much, but that's okay. We can always powder out, but never, ooh, that's a pretty color. That's like a perfect color. Yes, I still have staining on my eye from the last video I filmed, which was, like I said, the Batty Bean palette with Fantasy Cosmetica, and that palette is beautiful. It's just very deep and dark. It's the Witch's Brew palette. I think that's what it's called. The Witch's Familiar or the Witch's Brew, something witchy. It's a witchy palette. It's got dark purples and dark deep reds that look like blood and all that good stuff. So that blush came out really nice. That's a really nice powder blush by Kosas. I enjoy Kosas products. I've used some other things by them in the past and was pretty happy with them. So we have that. And I want to use some highlighter, which we'll use this Yummy Skin one again. So we have like a liquid highlighter here, I'm assuming. Let's try not to get it everywhere. Ooh. Let's just dot that on with our finger. That's really oily. Don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's got some great shine, but let's see if it dries down and what happens with that. Maybe it's not mixed perfectly. Let's use it on this side. You can see some pigment and some shimmer in it, but it does feel like an oil. It gives like that slick look to your face. It is drying down. So we'll go with that for now. Okay, lips. For lips, I think I'm going to go with one of these Lawless ones. Let me swatch these for you. So this is the color Velvet. I don't like the doe foots on these because they're little samples. They're really tiny. This one is the color Butterfly. Oh, that's very pink. It's like baby pink. It looks more lavender in the tube, but it's very baby pink. Whereas this Velvet one is really like rosy. And then we have the last one, which is, that's the Velvet one. The Velvet one is this one, it's rosy. The last one is this color, which is Fresh. Oh, like Precious, I guess. Fresh. Wow, that one's tight. I don't want to have my husband being the one that opens my lipstick for me. That's more of a peachy pink, and I might go with that one. So you can look here on my hand, there's 3. It is Velvet, then I forget what the other one was called, and then Precious the bottom, Butterfly is the middle. So there's those 3, and I think I'm going to use Presh. So put that aside, and maybe we'll follow it up with some of this Miss Jellyfish, because I really want to try that. Let's put some Presh on right now. I also got some lipstick from Fenty, and I can't figure out how to use it. It's like I'm trying to use this as a mirror. That's not going to work. It's like the lipstick, but I can't figure out how to open it. It opens weird. I think you're supposed to push it or something. Okay, so this lip gloss is a sheer gloss. I don't recommend getting this little set, even though the colors are really pretty. Because the doe foot's so small, you can't get much product out. So as you go through your Sephora sale wish list and you see Lawless and their little tiny tubes, maybe avoid that one. But yeah, here's the Fenty lipstick, and I don't know how to open it. It twists a little bit. It's got a button at top. So if any... Oh! Wait. Oh! It comes out like that. Okay. And then I think this is the lipstick that goes with it. No, that's not the lipstick. Maybe I didn't get a lipstick that goes with it. I just got the case. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, here's the lipstick that goes with it. It is the color... It's like a coral color. Coral. Called Danger Dancer. So that's what that looks like. And if I swatch that, it's very much a pinky coral color. Maybe we'll put some of that on in the middle. You know me, I really like my ombre lip. So there we go. Anyway, so we have our lips done. We have our cheeks done. I do have to do my eyebrows. Let's just quickly do my eyebrows with this e.l.f. pencil. It's a thicker pencil, but I do like it quite a bit. And then I'm going to use the new like wax stuff to glue my eyebrows down. I do like Throwback Thursdays, don't you? So much fun. I mean, this is nice because I have new stuff to try and the throwback stuff. Okay, something's tingling my lips. Not in a bad way, but I'm wondering if it's the Fenty Beauty stuff because they do make tingly lip things. Okay, so got our eyebrows on. Let's use... You know what I forgot to use was the primer. But I do have like a primer kind of serum that I use, so I'm not too worried about that. We'll use it the next time. Okay, so this is just a little bit of gel that you can put in your eyebrows to brush them up and make them look very neat. And I usually use this in the brown color. And it's a really quick way to do your eyebrows. If you're in a rush, is use one of these gels that's tinted. So this is from, I think this is Kosas. Yeah, this is Kosas as well. All right, and then we need to prime our eyes. I'm going to use my normal Sigma primer. Okay, so I do also have some concealer from Sephora, the Sephora brand. So we'll try that out underneath my eyes, and we'll try and cover up this red that is from that other palette. Okay, this is pretty creamy. I don't know how I feel about that yet. Let's blur it in. That's the wrong brush. I'm trying to get rid of red around my eyes, not add it. I mean, that Yummy Skin glow serum, I have to say I'm really liking it. It's just a non-colored glow that you can add to your cheeks. Really like that. So I might have to add that to my Sephora list. If you guys want to see a live where I go shopping at Sephora on the 31st, let me know and I will be happy to set up a live and you guys can join and we can chat and all that good stuff. All right. It is time, sorry I dropped something too, for palettes. So the first palette I'm going to play with is the Heather Austin palette since I showed you that one first. And the first thing I'm going to do is put in this color Mythology, which is the greeny yellow. And we'll put it over the whole crease. Love this. It's so pretty. And then I think what I'll do is also take a smaller brush. This is an E8 from Singe Beauty. And I'm going to take Atlas, which is that tan color, and put that right across here. And it looks more brown when I put it on my eye than when I swatched it. It has like this caramel color in the pan, but look how brown it looks on my eye. And then I'm going to take the color PaO2 and pack that on right here. That is deep and dark and I love it. And you don't even have to try hard to pack that on. I'm going to take my big fluffy brush again and blend a little bit. Keep your hand at the end to blend well. And I'm going to quickly once more go in with that Mythology and brighten that up once again. Now, what color should I use? I think I'm going to use Passport on part of my eye and Hey Y'all on the other part. So Hey Y'all is that mauvey brown, and we'll put that right here. It's cool. It's very cool tone. Very pretty. And then Passport is a flakier color with like a blueness to it. Ooh, so pretty. And it will flake out a little bit onto your skin, so just be aware. You might have to brush it away, but it's doing really well. And then just to go back in, I'll take a little bit more of PaO2, just a tad, and put it here. And a little bit more of that green. And look how pretty that looks, just like that. But there's more. Let's take this dark green, Magnolia, and put that underneath the eye. And I think that's going to tie a lot together. Yeah, that looks really pretty. And then what we'll do is take the color Austin on a pencil brush. It's so creamy, you don't need a lot. Put that right here and over. I just put a little dot. We could also do something like, because I can't stop playing with this palette, let's take the color Scrubs, which is that purple blue duochrome, and put that along the lash line. And flakes are going to come off, but that's okay. You can put it on a little thick so you can actually see it. But yeah, the purple is showing up beautifully. And there is the Heather Austin palette. I'll zoom in once I finish the entire look. But let's go to the Hela palette. Okay, for Hela, I think I'm going to go pink and yellow. So I am going to just simply pick another big fluffy brush. Make sure it's cleaned off. And I'm going to take that yellow. I'm going to pack it on up here. Oh, look how pretty that is. I mean, I'm going to drag it all the way down. That is pretty. Look how bright it is. It's like spring in a bottle. Like I said, I apologize that I already have color on my eyes. It's staining from another palette. But then let's take the other side of that brush and go into that pink color, Hela. And let's put that across the lid down below. And we'll wing that out too. Everything gets blown out in this look. And then finally, let's get like a packer brush. There's one. This is a 13 Refer brush. So it's got like a little tiny bit, and we're gonna put that in like a wedge right here. And I might have to put like some deepening up shade into that as well. But look, it's like springtime. And if you are going to use like 2 different eye looks, which is cool, try to match them. I'm just doing this to play with makeup. I wouldn't probably go out with my eyes looking like this, but it is fun. Okay, so for some shimmers, wait, do I want to deepen this up? I am. I'm going to deepen this up with the color. I have to read it again. Decay, which is this grungy greenish brown here. Pinks and yellows and decay. So you got the sides of the coin. And this is my bad eye, so there's a wrinkle there that doesn't take up product for some unknown reason. And I'm going to go back into the pink and brighten that up a little bit more. Yeah, that looks pretty, right? So now let's put some shimmers on top because we can't not have shimmers. Let's put this color I'm going to put 3 shimmers for this look. I'm going to take the color River and put that right along this side here. Take me to the river. Clean that up when we do the final look. Then I have to play with this peach color called Hellfire. And then finally I'm going to take the color, can't read again, double-sided, this white color here. So we use these 3 colors, we use the yellow, we use that color there, and then the Hellfire, as well as this peach color. That's Hellfire actually. River is the gray one. And then we're going to use this color that's pretty. That's really pretty. I'm just going to put that in my corner too. What do you guys think? I think I need to put a little bit more of my concealer just up on my eye so it makes it a little bit sharper. We'll just pat that in real gently. That's better. So flaky. Everything's so pretty. All right, I am going to finish up my look and I will come back and talk to you guys about all these products that we tried because they were so cool. Oh, and I want to try Miss Jellyfish even though I have like 2 different lip products on already. Okay, first of all, this smells like vanilla. That's so pretty. And it's so comfortable. It's like a lip oil. It's really nice. Okay, I'm going to finish up the look and I will be right back. So here I am back with the finished look. What do you guys think? I actually really love both looks. This color over here, it's just so sparkly and pretty. I love this greenish grunge with the purples. So nice. And then the Hela palette, it's just like, I wish it was spring already again because I need to wear this all the time. I can't say enough good things about either of these palettes. So they're both back in stock. If you didn't have the opportunity to get them before, go run out and get them now. They're both beautiful palettes. One's very fall-like, one's spring, but can be grungier if you want it to be. And then let's talk about the other products. So the Yummy Skin products. Okay, at first when it looked like an oil going on my skin, I was a little skeptical about this glow serum, but love it. I love it. It's just like glass skin. It doesn't have any shimmer in it. It's just very glowy. And then the tint, the skin tint foundation is great. It does feel a little bit tacky to the touch, but I'm going to try it some more and see how it works, and if it needs powder, maybe it needs a little bit of finishing powder, something like that. I have a really glowy look today, so I'm not worried about it. Let's talk about the lip products. So these products are very pretty. I like the colors of them and they feel fine on the lip, but getting a 3-pack of sample size lip glosses was not a good idea because you can't get the product out properly. It's really hard to get the product out, and you have to like keep going back into the package to put it on your lips. So I would not recommend getting sample size of Lawless lip fillers. I would think about just buying one color that you really like that maybe is a better match for you, and then just spend the money on that instead of 3 smaller products. The eyebrow gel, like I said, I've used this in the tinted version before and I love it. I think it's one of the best eyebrow products out there, especially if you need a quick eyebrow look. Let's talk about this Sephora brand concealer. Where did I even put it? It's not my thing. It's too thick. It worked for the purpose I needed it to work for, but if I have to compare it to, say, like the Tier that I use all the time, I prefer a thinner formula. I think just being the age I am, thick is just going to really bunch up on my little ridges, on my eyes especially, and, you know, it looks fine now, but I can see that it might show some wear in a couple hours. I will eventually let you know after I've tested it some more. The Fenty lip product, I still don't know what the hell I'm doing with this, so if anyone knows how to use this, maybe I have to actually look at a tutorial on it or something. It looks like it pushes in, but I don't know. Okay, I think, oh, no, that's not how it works. But yeah, so that I don't know about, but the color is very pretty that I picked out. And then the Fenty lip oil, love. Miss Jellyfish is the bomb. So yeah, definitely get that. If you haven't gotten one of those, pick Miss Jellyfish or any color really. They're all really good. I have a ton of them. But yeah, and the blush, the Kosas blush, love. It's very smooth. It looks very diffuse on the cheeks. It's not overpowering. It looks almost like a cream to powder, even though it's just a powder. So yeah, that's my review today. How did you guys like the 2 palettes? How did you like everything else that I tried? Is there something else that you would like to see me try in the near future? Leave a comment down below. And please like and subscribe. Ignore my silly dog for making all this noise in the background. And I will talk to you soon. Be happy, don't be sad. Bye.